Okay, so I know at the end of Spider-Man, I said I was going to do off the record, but my desire to play the first game just kind of overwrote that. And I know this will be the third time I've played this game on this channel, but I swear it's going to be different. The first time I played it was just a normal run-through of it, very low quality. The second time was Chop Till You Drop, which is basically a completely different game. What I'm going to be doing now is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I wanted to do it in 2016 for the 10-year anniversary of the series, or for this game. I'm going to call it Dead Rising X. Back then it would have stood for both like Mega Man X and also X as in 10 for 10 years. But then Dead Rising 4 came out and I was like, oh well, I'll just do that game instead. Thinking that it was going to be a great game, but then it wasn't. So without further ado, welcome to Dead Rising X. So I figured this game would be a good fit, just to do in the interim between Spider-Man and the Spider-Man DLCs, because, I mean, it's a game I know like the back of my hand. I think I've played this game more than any other game that I've ever owned.
Say, buddy, you mentioned something about research for a story.
That's right. Got a tip that something big's happening.
In a nowhere little town like that? They sure didn't mention anything about it on TV.
Yeah, well, I'm freelance, pal. I don't make my living waiting for the TV to tell me what to cover.
Well, gotta say, even after I just said I played this game so many times, never seen his sunglasses do that.
Here she is. Willamette, Colorado. Population 53,594. Distinguishing characteristics, jack shit. About the only thing to do in this town is kill time at the shopping mall.
Get it? Do you get it? Because you're gonna kill zombies in the shopping mall.
What was that? The army? Yeah.
Looks like taking a helicopter was the way to go. I bet they got all the roads blocked off by now. All right, listen. I want to get shots of the whole town before the National Guard finishes roping it off. Take me over the main street.
Really, this is kind of stuff I can skip. But, if I don't show everything, then there's going to be a part of me that's going to be like, well, I could play this game for a fourth time, right? Boom, boom. God damn it. Oh, man, I love this game. This is what, I mean, I would basically consider to be a perfect video game. You know, there's a few issues that I have with it. Mostly in the control side, and like whenever Otis contacts you, like you should be able to skip it or whatever, but those are such minor quabbles. Alright, notice me. Witness me. Come on, buddy, look up here. There we go. Gotta get some drama. I wonder if these guys have names. Never really thought of that before.
Sure is.
There we go, let's get him dying now. Oh, there's a mall staff member. What's he doing here? How'd he get all the way over here? The mall's like... I think that's the mall? No? I don't know where it is. I mean, I'd love to know the reality of this game. Do zombie movies exist? Because, like, you gotta think about it. These people are like, what's going on down here? You take one look at this, you go, oh, it's zombies. Or sorry, I mean, zombies, huh? Had a feeling you'd show up. I am glad this section is skippable, I gotta say. Because, you know, when you've played this game so many times, this is not an essential part of the game, this opening. It's cool, it sets the scene, but, yeah, not the most exciting of sections.
Holy shit! Did you see that?
He's so happy about it. And I assume a lot of people probably skipped this part the very first time they played it by accident. Because, you know, if you press the pause button, that's all you gotta do to skip it. Well, it's tornado gas. It's a twister.
Take us down. We have to check out that building.
Huh? Where?
Right below us.
I mean, it's not really below us, Frank. Get some good drama here. It's still so surreal to me to be playing this on the PS4. Like, I never thought that I'd be playing the original Dead Rising on a console that doesn't make me want to kill myself every time I use it. Alright, here we go. Let's get a good shot here. Alright, don't take too long. Hell yeah. It's a good shot. Now we'll get one of her splattering. Nice. That's fantastic, if I've ever seen it.
Take me there.
Roger.
No, my name is actually Frank. Frank West. Actually, it's X. My name is X. I'm sorry, I forgot. I'm a Maverick hunter. I don't know why, like, I love how underneath that Mega Man helmet he's just bald.
Can you get me on the rooftop of that mall?
You gotta be kidding me. Man, you are nuts.
Do I look like I'm joking? Do I not look serious enough?
All right, listen. Don't forget to come back for me.
As long as you're not dead, Fred.
It's Frank. Frank West. Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days when I get the scoop.
All right.
Whoa! Shit!
Helicopters are pretty loud. I don't know how they never noticed that.
Get us back down to that rooftop!
I know I'm gonna get my butt chewed out for this one.
It's amazing how this game came out in 2006 and it still looks pretty damn good. But I always feel like Capcom always has a way of just making really timeless looking games. Whether it be the art style or just the graphics themselves.
You're the reporter, aren't you?
Yeah.
You came alone.
Yeah, I'm freelance. You know, go on the battlefield alone, no crew. So, what's going on around here anyway?
You came by helicopter, didn't you? What did you see
Yeah,
from
I
the
certainly
sky?
didn't come by tank.
Well, if it were just a riot, I doubt the military would quarantine the entire area. The moratorium on information getting out is a little extreme, in my opinion. There's, something else I can't put my finger on. Doesn't sound like civil disobedience. It's too quiet.
Almost as if everyone's already dead.
I love how you can't even see Carlito's face.
Yeah. So why don't you just tell me already? What's going on?
I think you'd better see for yourself. This, my friend, is hell.
So you're like the villain, right? Like you did this, correct? It's exactly what I'd be asking if I was Frank. Like, hey, you're behind this, right? Alrighty, see you later, Carlito. One of the things, thankfully, that this game does the best on the PS4 is it fixes the loading times. And also gives you multiple save options. Like, you can have multiple files, not just one. Which is one of the best things that this game has done. I love how they gently placed her down on the ground. Yeah, look at Frank's shiny butt. I love it. I love how we're gonna be hearing nothing but his boots go off. So here we go, we got the real Mega Buster, which is probably the most difficult thing to unlock in the entire game. It's really just a big time waster, really. I wouldn't say it's very difficult. Really, what you gotta do is you gotta kill the entire population of Willamette, 53,000 zombies. Really what you do is you just grab a car, go down into the maintenance tunnels, and you just do a loop around. It takes about, I think it took me about 4 or 5 hours. Basically what I did was I just listened to a couple episodes of the last podcast on the left, and by the end, I had it in the bag. And I think there was still like a day left in the timer.
Hey, bring that over here.
Madonna,
Quit screwing around!
have you seen my baby? I can't live without my precious little sweetie doggy. Oh, where is my Madonna? Where is she? Oh, Madonna.
You know, I get it. I'm a dog guy. I love dogs. But, man, I don't know if that's the proper reaction in this situation. Hey, this is no time to be ogling pretty girls.
Hey, this is no time to ogle pretty girls, son. You looking to get yourself eaten alive by zombies?
What? Did you just say zombies?
Take a look out there. If those ain't zombies, what would you call them?
Undead Americans.
There's been more and more of them since last night. Now, they're all that's out there. Look on the bright side. Zombies are stupid and slow. We should be safe in here. All right, then. Feel like making yourself useful?
I feel like getting out of my
Take a look around
goddamn
the
way
mall.
so I can take pictures.
Bring anything we can use for the barricade back here. Andale! Come on, pronto!
Ah, fuck you too. Can I use the Mega Buster at this point? R2 fire. No, it's not letting me use it. We'll get to use it soon enough. I think it's like the second best weapon in the game. Because I believe the first is the, it's the laser sword. The one that's actually a laser sword. And as many times as I've played this game, I've never bothered with Infinity mode, because fuck that mode. It takes like actual days, like of real time, like days. And you can't pause it, you can't save it and come back.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So it's just like, what's the point?
What the?
What are you thinking?
This is just ridiculous. This will never make sense to me. How she overpowered those guys. At that point, you just push her out there and you close the door on her. Fantastic.
What in the hell are you people doing? Run! Quick, move! Get over here!
Get over here.
Everyone, move this way! Quick, to the stairs!
If I make the same observations or jokes, I apologize. Because this is the third time I'll be playing this game on this channel. So the real Mega Buster pretty much kills most, if not all, enemies in about one shot. And you guys need to get out of here. So it's a very good weapon. The only thing it doesn't really do too good is like knock down crowds. It really only attacks one enemy at a time. It's mainly really good for like bosses and stuff. So while the real Mega Buster is probably the main weapon I'm going to be using, it's probably not going to be the only one. I'll probably still be using, you know, the old faithfuls of the small chainsaws and stuff like that.
Where are the others?
I don't know. I hope they got away.
They didn't.
As long as those things are in the mall, we better not use this door.
What are you doing?
The air ducts. They'll get us back into the mall. And apparently those things aren't smart enough to use the ducts. So they won't be a factor.
Wait a minute. You want to get back in there? What for? Hey.
Hello, waifu.
Nice camera. Are you a photographer?
As a matter of fact, I am.
Oh god, I love him.
Frank West, photojournalist.
Could you show me some pictures, Frank?
As a matter of fact, I am. Laying the charm on.
You really seem to know what you're doing. Who are you guys, anyway? And what are you... I took that one near the entrance. That guy do something?
Nope. Thanks for showing me, though.
Hey, we're not done talking yet. Just who are you guys?
I'm Jesse. The man you saw earlier is Brad. That's all I'm authorized to tell you.